Hello and welcome to Yasser TV. Welcome back to the channel. And yeah, we got the David Ornstein bomber regarding Andrey Santos to United. That's the one thing. I didn't expect this. I know we heard some of the rumors and that, but I didn't expect this summer, bro. I didn't expect to essentially weaken the team. Like, for me, this is I can't fathom this. Like, it completely doesn't make sense. To strengthen a rival and weaken your own team or your midfield depth. I don't understand. But listen, before I get into it, make sure you're liking and subscribing. Leave a comment down below in the comment section to let us know what you think about the transfer. But now let's actually get into it. 4 minutes ago, we got the David Ornstein bomber. Do you know what I'm saying? United reach an agreement with Chelsea to sign Andrey Santos, deal for 22-year-old midfielder worth 48 million plus 2 million easily achievable add-ons and 10% sell-on clause. Permission given to undergo United medical personal terms in place. Hey, with this says it perfectly, bro. We got bumped. If you were gonna sell him, you're not selling him for 48 million pounds. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't sell Santos for 48 million pounds. Not with this crooked market. The way the market is or has been in the last couple of a month or whatever it is, especially with midfielders, seeing Anderson going forwards at 113, 116, whatever the rumor was, like seeing him go for that much money, yeah. And you're telling me Andrey Santos, the guy who was in player of the season in League One or in the team of the season in League One and the season in Strasbourg, can play it further forward. You know what I'm saying? Can play in the 8, can play in the 6. Perfect to have for depth. And what was I saying in my last stream that I did? Yeah, I said Santos is someone that is reliable. He's reliable. Santos is reliable. I've always said he should have been given more minutes. And his, from what we've read the other day, it's to do with his minutes. He wants to have more minutes. And I kind of said this as well, yeah, when he didn't get selected for the World Cup. And I said, some players could look at their position and start saying, you know what, I might need more regular football. And if that ends up happening, they're going to go to the place where regular football is what they need, what they can get. It's not just the pool, he plays for United. That's what some people think, he plays for this club, which automatically means he'll get selected. No. You also got to put the work in. He's just not been given the opportunity to actually, for us to come here and say that, he ain't done enough. And this is the thing for me, yeah? In the Premier League, he's played 27 matches, 1 goal, yeah? In the Champions League, he's played had 6 appearances, and he had 5 appearances in the EFL. Do you know what I mean? So he got 2 goals, one probably 3 assists. But he's like, cool, you might say, well, he's got 27 games, that's a lot, but most of them have come from the bench. He's only really, under Rossinia when he started playing and we started seeing the Caicedo and Santos pivot. And it looked very good. It looked like we were like, oh, well, we could potentially see this more often. His first time passing, like when he gets the ball, was just his first time passing, breaking the lines. Very good midfielder. I know he's not the tallest. I know he's not the most robust and all that kind of stuff, but he's a very good midfielder. And I've always said we do not have an issue in our midfield. I don't want to get no midfielder. I never really wanted a midfielder. Cool, yeah, there might be question marks over Lavia and his fitness, and those things are all understandable. All those things are like, I can understand and see why people mention those things. Yeah, I genuinely can. But when it comes to other positions, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, why are we talking about strengthening those positions? Why are we talking about that? Like, in midfield, you got Enzo Fernandez, you got Caicedo, and you got Santos. Yeah, Asugo in his Club World Cup cameo showed that maybe he can be a very good backup there and whatever. We're fine. Look, from what we read the other day, it's not just Santos wanting minutes. I think what kind of put him off staying is him seeing Caicedo renewing, which means him knowing that he's gonna have limited minutes in it. He knows he's not better than Caicedo. He knows Caicedo's essentially a shoo-in when it comes to getting in. Like, he's not gonna get into the team ahead of Caicedo unless Caicedo's injured or Caicedo's suspended. Essentially, that's where he's gonna get his opportunities. But from the midfielders, he's probably the last one that should, like, we don't really think about selling. He could have stayed and essentially become the starter over time. He's still 22. Now, this could be a decision he could regret. This could be a decision that he'd love. Like, we look, at the end of the day, we got a sell-on clause, but Chelsea's stupid enough to not put in a buyback clause. And this is the thing about Chelsea, yeah, that I don't like. If you're gonna let go of very good talents, yeah, at least have a buyback clause, bro, so you can get them back. Same way Real Madrid almost got back. Well, they essentially got Nico Pass back and then sold him for 50 million or whatever it was at the time, yeah. And everyone was saying, "Oh, Como got money," but that's still not the point. He was someone I was waiting for him to start at Chelsea, especially when he went at Strasbourg that season. I was like, because I remember when he got sent on loan to Forest and he didn't play. He just sat on the bench for months and months. We brought him back and then sent him to Strasbourg, and that's where he had this breakthrough. Essentially, people don't talk about it because it's in France, it's in Ligue 1, and it's in Strasbourg. But I think he has more to give, and we saw him on the bench a lot. We asked for him to start more often, and the season we've seen a bit more from him and thought, you know what, we might be able to see more from him throughout the season or with the quote unquote new beginnings. He's gone. Or he's still got to do his medical and that, but that's essentially the deals all agreed. He's not the midfielder we should have sold. Enzo Fernandez is someone he could have sold. Yeah, we saw him yesterday. Cool, he got his nation out, as in he managed to come back. But he stank the place out and then got a goal, and then everyone kind of forgot what he's done on the pitch. And I'm pretty sure that's not the only game. I'm pretty sure he stank the previous game out as well. But this is what it is now, man. This is what it is. And yeah, cool, people could say, but you're a selling club now. I could understand that, but you don't sell Santos though. Because they were saying that Santos was someone that they don't looking to sell and blah, 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 blah. And look how quickly the deal's done. How about you sell like the other positions, bro? You still got 49 on the guy that you could sell. You could sell Delap. You could sell Pedro Neto. You could sell Chalaba. You get me? Tosin. You know, like the list can go on and on, bro. Sanchez. There's just so many Jurgensen. There's so many people that we could sell before thinking about selling Santos, bro. And I'm going to say it here. The Santos deal is a much better deal. And I'm not just talking about the money. The player as well, bro, is a better deal than the Mateus Fernandes deal that United were going to get. Forget that it was 100 million or what was it they were asking? 85 or whatever it is that they were asking for Mateus Fernandes, yeah? Forget all that. What they're getting is much better, bro. I just think he's I think he's a big talent. And look, he could potentially be the guy that actually helps them. And we know United needed midfielders. Ugarte's injured. Casemiro's left. Mason Mount's not doing anything. Yeah, the only one they really have there is what? Players that could slightly play further forward or players that are better further forward anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like a Bruno Fernandes and a Kobe Mainu. So they need more midfielders. And you'll see, their football, when it comes to that number 6 and that, if they play Santos there where he wants to play, you know what I'm saying? He got a tackle on him, his recoveries. Like, bro, this guy's good on the ball. It is a problem. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not happy about it. I don't understand what they're doing now because You think you turned the corner, and this is why I said we just have to wait and see what they do. I know they want to get rid of a 6 or let's say a midfielder to get another midfielder. So like if they end up going and getting I don't know, like a Wharton. Some people might be like, well, I like Wharton. I genuinely like Wharton, but am I thinking of getting Wharton, but would I still want to get rid of Santos? Like I'm not here saying that Santos is like the upcoming, like the next Busquets or the Chouamenis and the war. I don't know, but brother, you still have a solid player that you know where you can get from. Why would you risk that by bringing someone else? Now, midfield, that's still important. Now, you could sell a Lavia, but probably take a hit on that and sell him and then keep thinking. But then every road points to just keeping Santos. Even if they did for another season, gave him the opportunity. He's played on the Alonso, and if he hasn't really done great, you could say, you know what, you want more minutes. We want to cut our losses, and it kind of makes sense then. You know what I'm saying? It kind of makes more sense. But what we're seeing now, I'm just seeing stupidness. I can't lie to you. Like, right now, all I'm seeing is stupidness, and I can't tell you where I think this is gonna take us in it when it comes to that aspect. And to see that we only sold him for what, £48 million, and they're trying to tell us, well, the rest is gonna be a 10% sell-on clause. Like that tells me that you know that they're gonna still be able to sell him for good money. Obviously, if he doesn't get injured or anything like that, and his career goes downhill, yeah, you know that you could. That's a player that if he really gets his minutes, he could be worth way more than that. Do you know what I'm saying? We seen a kid in like Boadi play like 2-3 games, and we're hearing 80, 90 million, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ain't played no Premier League games. You know what I'm saying? He ain't played. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the point. So if Santos was at the World Cup, that would have been still a stupid thing to do, selling him for 40 million. They're at 50 million. So they know that that United could probably sell him for very good money, and having a 10% sell-on clause there means they'll get him. That the deal's gonna be much sweeter and that. But all that I don't care about, because 50 million is not gonna get you a Wharton, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? 50 million is not getting you an Alex Scott, who Bournemouth do not want to sell. So this whole concept to me just doesn't it doesn't make sense. Unless Alonso said, yo, me don't want him. You know? I don't want him. But yeah, like I said, man, I don't understand what's going on here, bro. I'm disappointed. You know what I mean? And unless you get like some amazing 6 or essentially a Santos upgrade. Yeah, if you get an upgrade on Santos, a player who's much better than him, and that you can say, you know what? We can see what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? We can see what's going on. We don't know. Obviously, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes with Santos, Chelsea. You know what I mean? I know he's on low wages as well. He's on like 45 grand a week and that. So if you get 70 grand a week, 75 grand a week at United, he's chilling. You know what I mean? So everything, more minutes, and he's getting more money, and he's at United. Like for me, he just, bro, I'm not happy about this doing it. You know what I'm saying? I saw this and I was like, yeah, I gotta record my video still. So yeah, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like and subscribe. You know what I mean? I know the weather's hot as well, so make sure you cool down, have an ice cream, yeah, have some ice. I don't know, whatever you lot like, innit? So make sure you cool, good temperatures and that. And yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the video, man. Let me know what you guys think about this deal, Santos to United. Yeah, man, we just like to shoot ourselves in the foot, bro. That's what they do here, man. They just like doing this stupidness. And anyway, listen, people, man, I'm out.